Hey, it's your girl Barbie J here, and in this video, I'm going to try to tackle the breakdowns of the synopsis and the various preview trailers that are going around for Sistas Season 4, Episode 10, Our Favorite Places. Now, after this episode, there's only one more, and that's going to be the mid-season finale, which is Episode 11, Fine Wine. But the synopsis for this episode says Zach faces consequences of some of his past mistakes. Now, my question is, past mistakes, how far back are we going with these past mistakes? For us to come up with trying to break down everything, I want to know how far back we got to go for it. Anyway, before we get started, if you have not subscribed to my channel, take a moment right now, hit that subscribe button, then hit the notification bell and select all, and it'll let you know every time I upload any new content or videos. And then I ask that you smash the like button, write a comment, and share the video. So we have the episode ended with Zach being handed some papers by, what's his name, the guy, Bill Watts or something? And then he's letting Zach know he can't help him unless he tells him everything. And Zach's like, how's this even possible? And I'm sitting there going, what can that be? How is it even possible? Mixing it with the synopsis about Zach is facing consequences from his past. And I'm like, does it have to do with this white woman? Because Jack also says, how am I gonna get my money back? Or something like that. I want to get my money back. Jake said something like, or you have to stay in jail, stay here in jail. And I'm like, what? And I know when he asking about, told him I need money, get it back, they probably done froze his accounts, whatever's going on. And that's why Gary told him to take money out the bank. Gary knew what he was talking about. Take some money out the bank. That's why I was like, you better listen to him. Always keep some money in the house, honey. But, okay, this is far-fetched, and y'all let me know down in the comment section what you think. Y'all think it had to do with this white woman? Because I remember when the season was first starting, they did flash a picture of her. And I said, oh, this white woman's going to come back. I have a feeling it had something to do with this white woman. Remember Zach was in her hotel room and he was like, he don't want to be in there because next thing you know, they told me he raped her or did something to her. And I'm like, did this white woman pull a Karen and say that this man took the paper from or the information from her or something like that? I mean, I know this sounds far-fetched, but could she be blaming Zach for something, this white woman, when she's the one who gave him the information? So I mean, I don't think it has anything to do with a child in the past, because I was thinking that too. But he was talking about getting his money back. He don't owe no child no $1 million of child support, so it can't be that, people. So I'm trying to get help and figure this out. It sounds as if they want him to drop dime on somebody. And that's the reason only reason I'm thinking it's this white woman. It might have came up in her divorce. Remember, she was getting divorced, I think, or something, or she was having a problem with her husband, and that's how she found out about that stock. So y'all let me know what y'all thinking. But there was also something, I heard a lot of talk about people saying how Zach, like, now that he was with Fatima, she helped him get better or something like that. And I'm not sure that it's Fatima who helped him get better. I kind of believed, or fixed him, or whatever they were saying. I just believed that he changed when that money came. When Zach got that money, he gained confidence, more confidence in himself. And not for nothing, a lot of men gain confidence like that, because if you hear sometimes relationships when they break up, they're saying, I didn't make enough money, I'll stop and have a family once I make enough money. They always need to make enough money to be able to do what they want to do for their family. And now Zach felt like he was in that place, and that's why he was ready and prepared to change, I guess. But then there was a different way Fatima spoke to Zach and dealt with him and things like that. But that last straw, I think, with him and Karen, what really messed it up was the fact that she called him, the police on him. So I think that was the last straw. I think had she not done that, there may possibly have been, uh, maybe an opportunity for them to get back together. I think there may have. And if Fatima hadn't come by and bailed him out of jail, because she got him out of jail when Karen got him arrested. So anyway, but I digress. But I know from the experience, and I have experienced it, even though there's people who are making excuses for Karen's behavior, there is no excuse for it because I was Karen and I went through that with looking out for a man and paying all the bills and taking care of them. But the bonus points I could give Zach is when he got the money, he paid her back. He added it up in his head and paid her back and was good in math. Both of my exes were good at math, and neither one of them paid me back. They trifling behinds. None of them ever paid me back, and I paid all the bills. I helped uplifted them. I helped them pay down their debts, and they didn't. So I give Zach his gold star for at least doing that, and remembering that black woman who took him. My exes couldn't deal with a strong black woman. And that's because they financially wasn't where they wanted to be. So I do know a little something about what Karen went through. So now we got Dani running into Preston at the Olive Park or whatever bar. That's where she was supposed to, restaurant bar. I guess she was waiting for Andi. And she sees him with another black woman. And she say, "Who's this lovely lady?" And she turned around, "Kelly." She said, "Girl, you know me." And you look at Preston. Preston puts his hand down like, "I be doggone it." Really? You know, his face is like he put his hands together like he need prayer. It was so funny. So we gonna see how that turns out. With that, I could just only imagine. But at least she sounds a little bit more different than she did when that girl with the at the hair salon. So anyway, what else? There was we have Andi. Andi, oh Lord, she's looking absolutely fabulous as she always does. And she's on the phone call talking to Robin. And he said, "Oh, I'm hearing something in your voice. She sounds, has a different tone." And I said, "Go on, brother, like you know her." I said, "Okay, he know his woman, how she sounds now. She ain't even his woman yet." So he goes, "This means you're on the fence." And I'm sitting there laughing. I said, "On the fence? If you only knew." I said, "She ain't on no damn fence." I said, "She on the terrace. And she's in the penthouse, my man." I was like, I said, "Can I get an amen, y'all? Can I get an amen?" She ain't on no fence. She is in the penthouse and on the terrace. So Robin is saying he gonna be there in 3 hours, and you asking her, she want to go out for drinks? And I'm like, he knows how she is when she drinks. Meaning he know if I get her drunk, I'm gonna get some. Gonna get some. That's right. But then we also see her on the phone with Gary, and then there's a scene he's in the penthouse with her. So I'm like, okay, he's in the penthouse with her. I thought she was going to meet Dani. So I'm not sure if this scene is before she meets with Dani or after she has met with Dani. So, I mean, this episode is jumping all around because it's everywhere. We are everywhere. There was so much. I didn't believe that all of this was happening in one episode. We got Fatima at Zach's house. We got the club with Andi. We got the penthouse. We got Andi and Sabrina talking. So I was like, what is going on here? It looks like it's going to be jumping around a lot. I gotta see. I hope it's not too much jumping around. Then there's this talk with Gary in the penthouse. What is she saying to him? Is she giving him a chance, y'all? I think she gonna give him a chance. I think she gonna go back to Gary. All this back and forth is too much. But he gonna own her in a minute. You watch. He gonna own her. Then we got Fatima on the phone with Hayden. No, first she goes into the Zach's house, and the contractor is telling her that he got arrested 3 hours ago. I was like, 3 hours ago? Okay, at least they gave us some time frame, and she bugging out. Now, when she gets on that phone and yelling at Hayden, is that she's like, "That's it, biatch, you're dead. You're dead." And he's like, "Don't be threatening me and stuff." and so that when that happened, I was thinking it had something to do with Hayden. But I think maybe she's moving too fast and assuming it has something to do with Hayden, and she's yelling at him. And honestly, I'm thinking that she called Karen. maybe to find out about that mysterious looking official, woman who came by the salon. Remember, she went to the sister circle in the penthouse. Fatima had went up there to meet up to find out about this, but unfortunately things went the opposite way. And we see her out there talking to Karen all of a sudden. We see her seeing her Karen on the phone, like hanging up. So maybe Fatima called her and said, "Look, what do you know about that lady? Zach got arrested, blah blah blah." And that might be Karen putting the phone down when they show that scene. But when they meet up at Zach's house, Karen's back to the why he doing all of this with you in a matter of weeks when he wouldn't even do it with me in 3 years. Well, he didn't have that money then, honey, and she didn't have him arrested. So I don't know. I think that might be why at this point. But Cameron, we got to move on for that right now because this is not the time to be talking about it. Zach's in trouble. Zach's in trouble, baby. So, and Fatima's trying to make moves and get him out of jail. Him and your, you think, baby daddy. Anyway, then we have Sabrina talking to Dani. And I'm like, when did she have time to talk to Dani if Dani was supposed to be meeting with Andi? And Dani, she's telling Dani that this guy Bayou asked her out on a date, and Dani's like, "Oh, you're going." And then we see Sabrina showing up, dressed up to meet with him, and she is shining like a star on the top of a Christmas tree. She is looking fabulous. She could use a little bit more cleavage in that dress. It looked like I gotta see it next week. But don't laugh at me, y'all. A little cleavage don't help on a date. I mean, it helps a bit on a date. You got to go in there looking fierce, honey. Anyway, this man got millions. She in there sparkling like a diamond. Go ahead, girl. And then one of the last things was Maurice in the bed naked. I mean, not Maurice. Q's in Maurice's bed naked. He comes in there. Maurice is like, "Where is he?" And they both go. He said, "In your bedroom." They both go to the bedroom. Homeboy, butt naked, laying up there. Is he mental? Is Q mental or something? He done lost his natural born mind. So I don't know what's going on, with him in this scene. I really don't really interested in this storyline, but I just wanted to relay it to you guys because they showed it to us. So that is what my thoughts of what happened and what's going down. So y'all let me know what y'all think. What are y'all predictions of what could be possibly happening with each one of these characters? Put it down in the comment section. And again, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. It's your girl Barbie J saying peace.